Hey guys, and welcome to Learning Graphic Design, episode 2. So in this, I'm going to teach you how to make 3 different Rocket League thumbnails. Not too long ago, I made a video where I taught you guys how to make a Rocket League thumbnail. This is the best Rocket League thumbnail you ever see. Boy! Yeah, in this one, I'm going to actually teach you how to make 3 Rocket League thumbnails. I already recorded this video once. However, my audio didn't pick up. So what I'm going to do now is go back and simply explain the process of making these Rocket League thumbnails. It's the same thing, just I already did it. I should have timestamps along the video showing you where each of the different thumbnails starts and ends. Make sure that every single file size is 1920 by 1080. I will be saying that again in the different sections if you're not listening anymore and you just skipped ahead. Which then, why am I talking? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. So first things first, hop in Rocket League, grab a screenshot from your replays of what you want your Rocket League thumbnail to look like. Now I'm doing this tutorial in Photoshop, and if you don't have it, just simply go on YouTube and type in Photoshop cracked, but I didn't tell you that. So you can find a different way to make these. All right, so thumbnail number 1, welcome, if you skip to this part, 1920 by 1080 image size. You're just gonna chuck in your screenshot that you took and you're gonna duplicate it and add a blur to it. So then it should look somewhat like this. Now I added a layer mask by clicking this little button right here. You can go over with your brush and, take away the parts that you want not blurred and put the parts in that you do want blurred. Then you want to simply select your car with the quick selection tool, as I already did earlier. Only this time you can hear me say how to do this. Hit Ctrl J on your keyboard to make it a new layer so you can have it like this and be able to move it around. After that, you want to go on Google and just slap on the Rocket League logo. And honestly, that is it for the first thumbnail. That is all you have to do. You don't even need to add the blur. So this would be your thumbnail. It's not a bad thumbnail. You can add some stuff, add a little light somewhere, you can do whatever you want. But this would be the basic thumbnail of Rocket League. Welcome to the second thumbnail. This is what I like to call the action shot. It's 1920 by 1080, as all the others will be as well. This will take the longest amount of time. What you're going to do is grab the pen tool over here, zoom in, and you will have to go around the entire car outlining it. Now, I'm not doing this again because I already did it, as you can see. Make sure you get as close as possible to the car and just, take your time. Once you have that done, you want to hit right click, make selection, hit OK and whatnot, and then hit Ctrl J. What's this? To effects, if I hit button down here, and stroke should be about 10 outside, and I make mine white, and then the stroke should pop up. After that, you can add a drop shadow if you want. You don't have to. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it gives it a little bit more dimension. Then you can chuck in the Rocket League logo if you want. Now this thumbnail is normally used for tutorials or the casual kind of thumbnail for a video. I like to add an arrow. Now, you can get an arrow like this by simply downloading thumbnail packs, which are Photoshop packs that include plenty of different effects and styles that you can just use in your thumbnails. Most of them are free, so that shouldn't be an issue. From these packs, I also like to grab a border. Now I made this one purple. It brings a bit more dimension to the whole picture again. And down here, you can grab your background again once you're done with everything and want to add even more effects to it. Ctrl J it, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and just make it 3. And there you go. Now you have the background blurred. So that's pretty much it for thumbnail number 2. This one will probably take you the most time, as it is just, having to go around the ball and the cars to outline it like this. Lastly, welcome to the montage or highlights thumbnail. This one, what you're going to do is drop in either a 3D rendered text that you already have, or if you don't have that, you can simply take your text tool and type in whatever you want. Of course, this text looks a little boring, so you can use those thumbnail packs, which normally have layer styles in them, to paste on to your example text. There's also a lot of great tutorials out on the web, on the YouTubes, that show how to make simple 3D text. If you want that on my channel, just leave a comment down below telling me if you want to learn how to make simple 3D text in Photoshop. However, I have a 3D rendered text from another program, which I will be using. I just added some drop shadow and a little bit of glow to it to make it more interesting. Then what I do is I highlight the ball in the car. Now I've done this already a couple times, and I already did this for this. Sadly, my audio didn't pick up, and it just pops on top, okay? Next, to give it the sort of montage look, you go down here to this little button, hit color lookup, and mess around with this top one. All of these effects look great. There's a bunch of different ones that you can mess around with to make your beautiful, extreme colored thumbnail. Try it out. I put multiple on top of each other. This one's at 50%, this one's at 60, and this one is at 25, giving me this kind of look. Lastly, I add another border. I put it to overlay since I don't want it to be too bright. And that's already pretty much it. That's all you have to do for this thumbnail. You can blur the background again because that makes it look a little cooler. And yeah. Now, in case you didn't look at the last one, you can blur the background by just simply copying the layer by hitting Ctrl J, going to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur 3 is what I put it at, and done. Now, I actually kind of like this thumbnail, so I might find a use for it soon. Thanks for watching the video. You know, leave a like on it if you did find it helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and comment down below what your favorite pizza is. My outros aren't getting better.